it's 5:33 on a very, very cold morning in February 2018, and I'm about to head to the coast to Kessingland, see what we can find. Seemed like a good idea when we were talking about it last night, but yeah, it doesn't feel such a great idea this morning when it's cold and very early. But hey, we'll crack on, and hopefully might get some good finds. Right, let's get started. Well, I'm about 20 minutes from the coast now. I've stopped off because I think it's time to have some food. McDonald's is always a good shout. This one, I said, is good because it's only 20 minutes away from the coast and it's still quite dark. So I'm just waiting on my friend to turn up, who's running a little bit late, and then we'll grab some food and then make the last 20-minute trip into Kessingland and see if we can get parked up somewhere. Right, let's see what's on the menu.
With an invasion expected at any time, this part of the coastline was heavily defended, with gun emplacements stretching from one end of the coast to the other. Thousands of troops were positioned to ward off any attack from the Germans. Fortunately for us, the attack never came, but there are still relics left in the ground for us to find. So with that, we headed out to see what was there. Find an old button. The back was missing, but the face you could still read. Water Lane, with W, L and B in the middle. This is the Water Lane Brewery. It's off somebody's coat. Imagine it was lost while they were here walking on the beach. It's quite old. It's a nice find, so we pocketed that and moved on to the next. Piece of copper. Not sure what it's from, but it gave a hell of a good signal. So we bagged that and moved on to the next one. And the next find gave me a hell of a run around, but eventually the probe found it, and it turned out to be a little piece of shrapnel. So we bagged that and then moved on to the next one. Next find turned out to be a plug from a mortar which had all melted down. But yeah, these give some good signals, but it's no good to us, so we move on to the next. And the next find turned up, and it turned out to be a little piece of copper sheeting. Not quite sure what it's off, but gave another good signal. Went on to the next. Next up, an eyes only find. Turns out fishermen have left behind some of their fishing weights, along with the line and everything else. Not something you want to leave on the beach, but the fishing weights are useful. I don't collect them personally, but my friend who was with me, he likes to keep the lead, so that's one up for him. Next up, an iron signal. I'm always a bit careful with the shovel when I'm digging iron signals on this beach. You never know if it's something that's going to explode on you. But on this occasion, it's just an old pipe. Finally, what we came here to find. World War II bullet. Looks like a 303. It's been fired and it's flattened out at the end. It's a good find, I'll keep it. Finally, a coin. But it's not old. It's a modern 2p piece. Seen better days. But one for the bag. The wind's got up and it's now blowing a gale. The sand's coming down the beach at a hell of a rate and you feel as though you've been sandblasted. Give it a little bit more time to see if I can get some more finds, but I think it's close to calling it quits. A ghost signal. Couldn't find what was in the hole, but there, sometimes that happens. But then I get a little bit of unexpected help from a local dog running around on the beach on its own. I meet up with my friend and we decide it's enough. The wind's too strong, the sand's blowing everywhere, we've had a good day, so we're going to call it quits.